Hi YouTube friends, good day. To tell you, it's the best time to buy a DSLR kay barato na lang is because that many of our cell phones tagas na kay resolution and then nindot na po quality, but I've been using DSLR and good phones already, but to tell you wala pa gyud na bit. DSLR is still the best. So when you buy a DSLR, of course you will have the DSLR camera itself, and of course you have a lens with it, and of course your charger and your sling. So when you look at your DSLR, there are removable parts that we need to check. Of course, that's the battery. So no matter or whatever the design of your DSLR, for most cases for Canon, nasa ilaw. So of course it's easy to remove it because there's a sign there as to which direction nga imong birahan. So right here we can have it right here, so we can just eject the battery. So we have the battery. It's very important to note that your DSLR has a battery and you know how to remove it. So for beginners lang yun, diba? Beginners module na, you have to remove. Now, no matter what package you have, if wala or na ay memory card, of course you should know where to place your memory card. So again, for this one, kaning camera, an old DSLR camera, Canon 5D Mark II. So you have your memory card here. There are lots of memory card in the market. Diba? Kani is the CF card, an old version of the memory card. So CF card. So you can see it's 32 gig right there. And siguro na kay eyepiece cover, but that's not that important. So when you have your DSLR and you are a beginner, these are the things that you should know to get started or makasugod ka. So first, your camera, and then your camera must take a memory card. It can be a CF card or the micro SD or SD card. Especially yung mga bago karon are SD cards or micro SD cards. And then your camera has the battery, and of course your lens, and very important is your charger. What else? Now here in front is the cover of your camera body, right there. So it has to be covered, if not in use, to prevent dirt from entering into the camera body. And of course, you have your sling, your camera strap or camera sling. So, of course, you can put it here. Wakaki. Para ano, diba? So, when you travel, of course, you need your camera bag to safely place your DSLR. So you need to invest in a good camera bag. It can be smaller than this one or bigger than this one. You have to make sure that it is safe. So as of this time, because you have just bought your first DSLR, you may not be needing an extra memory card. We'll have to explain and discuss or demonstrate that to you on a separate vlog. You may not need an additional battery as of this time, or even a battery grip. So later on, you'll understand what is a battery grip. You may not need an additional lens. So the lens that came from your DSLR is good enough, because the DSLR is really good. So I have here a 50mm. So the regular 50mm. It is a prime lens. Prime because it cannot be adjusted. So there's no zoom in and out. So that's the lens. And of course your charger. So what else? Your camera also came with a data cable if it's an older version. But I think with the newer version, you have your data cable. At the same time, it can connect via Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. So what else do you need? You may have your a cloth to wipe the dust from your lens and your camera. And then the reader, memory card reader. As of this time, you don't actually need it because you have the data cable. So you just have to plug the data cable to your laptop from your camera. So basically, nasa kilid, you have to see for yourself. You have to inspect your camera. So for example, right here, you have your USB there, the micro USB port to attach your USB or data cable. That's it. So when you travel, you have to make sure that your camera is there, and you have your SD card, and your memory card. In our case, the CF card, and you should know how to insert your CF card. So you should know how to insert your CF card to the compartment, the memory card compartment there, and then you should also know how to insert your battery, because that's just very easy. And then you should know how to remove the body cap so that you can insert your lens. So in most cases, it's easy to do it because you have the alignment guide, or you have the guides. For example, this one, there's a red dot here and another red here. So all you need to do is to align the red dot. Now for Canon, it is clockwise to lock it up, and for Nikon, it is counterclockwise. Siguro for copyright purposes. Intellectual property purposes. So, what else? You need to bring your charger at all times, because first time you use your DSLR, you don't have in mind to buy an additional battery. So later on, we'll be discussing about additional battery and installing a battery grip for your DSLR. So you need to make sure that your battery charger is always with you whenever you travel with your DSLR. So you remove the cover of your body already. And you also have to make sure that you bring some good cloth, microfiber cloth. Make sure that your your camera, your lens are free from dust, because actually it's very expensive to have your camera clean. So you have to make sure that, of course, your camera is always clean and free from dust, dirt, and any other things that may affect the performance of your camera. So, camera is right here. Again, your data cable to connect your camera to your laptop or to your computer, desktop computer, and the time when you transfer or when you save your files to your computer or to your laptop. So later on, you'll be needing a memory card, or card reader, but as a first user, you don't have it. And then later on, you'll have additional memory cards and perhaps some lens hood to protect your lens, in which we will be discussing and presenting that later on. Okay, so that's it for today. And to make sure again that you'll invest in a good camera bag to protect your precious DSLR. Take note that DSLRs are not cheap, they're expensive, so these are one of the most, or shall we say, this one of the most amazing human inventions. Kanindot that if you have your camera, especially if it's a DSLR, you can save your precious moments with your friends, with your family. Nindot kayo. Especially mga nindot and very productive and wonderful events, wonderful life events. Diba? It's very important to have a DSLR to make sure that your precious moments, your life's precious moments, are captured in a very amazing and high quality way. So, thanks for tuning in. See you for our next vlog about DSLR. Thank you.